Welcome back. Now, we left in fear, and I guess I'm the kind of guy that kind of goes, well, with every situation in life, there are two choices. There's the choice of love, and there's the choice of fear. Easy to say, but to live that, I can't just turn it around in a second. Can you? Can you choose when you're in fear or when you're angry, and can you change your state in any way?
I think my latest word for that is appreciation.
Right.
To turn things around, it's like to appreciate what I have in the moment.
And when did that start?
Fairly recently, actually, I think. Pretty recent in being able to focus on all that we have rather than it being taken away. You know, the many years that I thought about taking it away on my own, and now deciding, hang on a second, I'm here for a bigger purpose.
What do you mean taking it away on your own?
But I suppose that was my code word for saying fantasising about committing suicide.
I thought so.
Yeah.
And what brought that up? When would you go to those places?
I think I went to those places very, very regular.
Like when you felt on a downer or helpless or humiliated? Like how regularly?
It could come on just from a conversation that I had when I went out.
So you went straight into self-loathing?
Yeah. I think it was like a default setting.
And can you kind of like walk us through it? Because I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually very common. And it might be that you're going to name something that other people think and feel and think they're on their own, and it's their dirty little secret.
Yeah. How much can I swear on this show?
We are not the BBC.
I remember not so long ago, actually, I went to Borough Market and I was with my girlfriend and stepdaughter, and we got in a conversation with a guy in the market. Like, I was stressed because I don't like busy places, right? So I was already a little bit on edge, and I got talking to this guy, and he was like almost your typical Cockney guy on a market, you know, confident, always probably shouting. And I got in a conversation with him, and straight away it seemed to be like all this banter and trying to get one up on me. And actually, as he was talking and as he was kind of telling me what guy he thought I was,
He was telling you?
Yeah, he was going into the whole political stuff and Brexit, which is not really my thing.
Yeah.
And I said to him something along the lines of, whoever was the person he was talking about, I said, I bet you wouldn't mind sitting down and having a beer with them, would you?
Whoa.
Yeah, I went straight in there, didn't I? And of course he was giving it all. Oh, I wouldn't sit down with that prick. I wouldn't do this, that and the other and all the rest of it. And he's like, oh, you got me so wrong and all this. And it was this constant flow of banter. And I was actually there thinking, why am I getting this right now? Am I getting it because I got a shaved head like you? Am I getting it because I stand with a good posture and you're interpreting that as being someone that thinks he can have it or he's going to take it out on you in a minute? Why the fuck is this coming to me? Yeah. And I was just like puzzled to why. And as I walked off, he gave me this little thing like, oh, remember, 2 ears for listening and 1 mouth for talking.
So he's telling you.
So he's trying to tell me to talk a little less. And I'm thinking, that idiot did nothing but talk. And as I went away, I think I spent 2 days going, yeah, it's got to be something to do with me, mate. Was I standing there? Was I being a bit intimidating? Did he think that I wanted to have a row?
So you kind of took responsibility for it against your better judgment.
Yeah. And then, it's funny enough, after I chatted with a mate, Paul, and he just pointed out, you know, some guys are just pricks. You know, they are. They're just out and out ready. This is the funny analogy. I used to think of men as sharks. You give them just one little drop of blood and they will come in there and work out your weaknesses and they will attack those weaknesses.
That is the way to kill another man. Humiliation and abandonment,
big time.
Isn't it?
And I think I must have experienced that on many different levels, because for me it was great looking apart because no one had even talked to me. So they wouldn't even get the opportunity to start in that conversation. And I remember feeling my first ever gym that I went to work at, I was petrified of talking to people. It was even to the point where some person came up and pretended they give me a £20 note and they should have got more change back. I was straight in the till, ready to give them more change because I thought they were like telling the truth because I was just so embarrassed.
Yeah. How come you've turned out so good?
Because I don't shut up. don't stop. That's why.
You seem incredibly self-aware, level-headed, emotionally literate and available. Logically, you can name the times where you've had suicidal thoughts and all sorts of madness, and you know they're not true, you've let them pass. How did you turn it around?
I thought of an imagery, an analogy the other day. A friend said to me years ago, you wear your heart on your sleeve.
Yeah.
And I actually really feel now like my heart's firmly where it belongs, in my chest. It's not a fucking badge of sensitivity anymore.
So you're not proving anything to anyone?
And that's what I think it was before. It's like, look, here I am. Here's me. I'm down the gym and I give every ounce to it and all the rest of it. And
so you're in your armour in the old days. The muscles was like armour.
Now it's just almost like that armour's just moulded into part of just my soft skin.
Right.